Muzique.
Does anybody know if Soul Asylum played this week yet or not? And as a grand old man once said, Birdie with a yellow bill hopped upon my window sill, cocked a shining eye and said, "What's that in the road? Ahead?" Welcome back to the Holiday Show, Volume 2. This is TC Muzique, making me yours truly, Mr. Swizzo. How's everybody out there in the winter wonderland? It got cold, but at least it's gonna be a white Christmas. Oh my, coming up. Remember Laura Kennedy, healing from the liver transplant? Rolling right past New Year's Eve, we'll get on January 20th at Nick and Eddie, the Laura Kennedy Liver Fund benefit, which will be on the 20th of January. Bush Tetras, Suicide Commandos, and Skull. I can't remember the third one. Forgive me, people. Forgive me. We'll catch that later. Also coming up in January, a very interesting little outfit from the people who brought you the soundtrack of the Hagstone Demon. And if you happen to be in Utah in January, there's something called Trauma Dance, which runs right alongside of the Sundance Film Festival, where you will see the world premiere of the Hagstone Demon, produced right here in the beautiful Twin Cities. Well, all we can do is wish you a wonderful holiday season. We know things are a little bit tougher this year than last year. But do the old Swizz one little favor. Every time you see a poor frostbitten bell ringer out there, put some money in the little red pot. If any of us thinks it's bad, guess what? It's a little worse somewhere else. You don't have to throw in $100 bills. Every little bit counts. Let's try and take care of each other. It's going to be a long winter, but we do have that. And right here tonight, we've got a very, very creative set of keyboards at the hands of a young gentleman who came dressed for the evening. And you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have you introduce yourself.
Name's Nicholas The Feeling Mronzinski.
And that's why, boys and girls, because my mouth doesn't work that well every day. And I think rather than talk about it, how about we give the boys and girls at home a little bit of a taste of what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Everything's here and we must remember that we'll never die. Come whisper softly in my ears, love, love, love. I still see you in my dreams and telling me everything is gonna be alright. We need to move further than we ever imagined. When you accept everything, nothing is lost and everything is here. Must remember that we'll never die. No, come whisper softly in my ear. Ooh, love, love, love. The light of eternal grace. Every choice we make changes us, and all things are gonna fall together as one, and everything is here, and we must remember that we'll never die. Has a little number called You Are That Now. My name is Nicholas The Feeling Mronzinski. It's a pleasure and a treat to be playing for you. Oftentimes, feel that I gotta change my point of view. Ooh, and that's why I'm gonna try. Imagine what life's like in someone else's shoes. Trying to piece out the days, it's like dancing for rain, trying to make sense of it all. And there's no need to explain. There's a spirit in the air. It's a time for change. You're gonna keep sitting quietly and let things just stay the same. are you waiting for? Ooh, the sun to rise. Tell me, what are you waiting for? Another day. And what if there's another day? Oh, that's why I try to remain useful, and I strive to be great, just as long as I'm trying. Given all that I've given to you, and the search for meaning and living with change, and all that I've given to you, and the deal with situation, and I'll take all the blame. All that I've given to you. We're trying to piece out the days. It's like dancing for rain, trying to make sense of it all when there's no need to explain. There's a spirit in the air. It's a time for change. You're gonna keep sitting quietly and let things just stay the same. Well, what are you waiting for? Ooh, the sun to rise. Tell me, what are you waiting for? Another day. Well, what are you waiting for? Ooh, what are you waiting for? Tune for you folks. The name of this number is called Bob Dylan Loves Duluth. Hope you do enjoy. opportunity is gonna be long, and you have to begin with yourself to become the person you think you should be. Tell me, what is it I must do? Then there's people looking for love, and other people running that way, and oh, those people still have to live with their hearts and the memories that they made. La da da la da da da. Then there's people looking for sunshine, other people looking for fame. And there's people, and they're getting down on their knees, and they're thanking God for life. La da da la da da da. La da la da da da. La da la da
A man who works and a man who sweats when he works because he's working hard. Thank you so much. So, how come the feeling?
Just kind of came. It kind of fits, you know, if the shoe fits.
Somebody lay that on you, or did you come up with that?
Kind of a mixture of it all. I think I honestly don't really remember. It just kind of happened.
You know, some of the best ones just disappear from sight and stick.
Yeah.
I notice your main instrument here is not pristine. You've been using this for a while, haven't you?
This baby's been in the rotation since '99. It's been died and resurrected and died and resurrected. And
I remember hearing, what's his name? I think Terry Adams with NRBQ do this interview where he put out a national call for all of the Hohner clavinets that anybody could possibly dig up, because he would always just beat them to death. And he just really needed parts.
yeah,
But that means you've been getting work, eh?
pretty much. I guess you could say that. Kind of started here, then went out to Colorado, then came back here, and keeping it through it.
So how long have you been back, and why did you go? Why did you come back?
I went out for love and then came back for the same reasons, to get away from love, a lack of, and then started playing in this like kind of country type band, White Iron Band, and you know, it was kind of partying and just kind of having fun. And then in the advent of a lot of changes and kind of waking up, kind of decided to take this path.
So is this the kind of, have you been sort of keeping music such as we're hearing tonight in the background or simmering all along, or has this finally blossomed after all of those other experiences?
No, it's kind of, it's been going all along and kind of blossoming as well too. It's kind of a joint effort. It's just, again, just kind of with the changes and how you move with the changes and kind of realizing what you have, you know.
Yeah, and this is the solo you as opposed to the piano player that works with the country band.
Yep. And then kind of forming a new band too, and got a new CD coming out where we got some string parts and horn parts and backup singers and rotating drummers, and kind of moving it towards a more orchestral realm.
And that will be based on this music that we're hearing tonight, though.
New music, yes.
And these are all your own?
Yep.
for stylistic inspirations, and so what are your favorite kinds of people? Who do you listen to?
What do I listen to? Anything and everything. Disney music, Tom Waits. A lot of
That's one I was waiting to hear.
Tom Waits.
Yeah, yeah.
Some Thelonious Monk. Pretty much anything and everything.
And did you start playing keyboards? Were you an unwilling little piano lessons child when you were a boy?
Yeah, I hated it. I hated lessons so bad. And I was able to fool my father. Like my dad, he wouldn't know. I'd just be making up stuff, and he'd be like, he's doing his lesson, but my mom knew, and she'd always stick with it and keep it going and keep it going. And my grandfather was actually really sick, and they had to, like, I can't remember what it's called when the hospital can't do anything, so they send you back to the house to kind of ride it out. And they had a piano in the basement, and I'd play the piano all the time, and it would travel through the vents. And the night that he transitioned, he was yelling out, like, to my grandmother. She was sleeping upstairs because he was in the dining room, and he was yelling out, play the piano, play the piano. And she's like, I can't play the piano, I can't play the piano. She's like, tell Nicky to play, tell him never to stop. And I've just truly been listening to those words, and in monumental moments, it's enough to make you shake a little bit.
But every once in a while, life gangs up on you.
You said it.
And we're very glad that it did. We're very glad. You have another smaller instrument up here, and I noticed it says vocorder on the back of it. Do you ever use the function?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, but not for when I can hide a little bit more, I do it, but.
I've always loved it. Well, ever since I saw Laurie Anderson over at Kaufman Union some years ago, I've always loved people that'll really take one of those and sort of torture the airwaves a little bit. I see a couple of varied upcoming appearances. You want to tell folks about that?
Sure thing. We got going to be kind of playing with a different kind of combination of some players. Opening for Trampled by Turtles, December 26th at the Caboose. And then also going to be doing an instrument drive with Dean McGraw and Chris Castino.
Tell us a little bit more about the instrument drive for just a moment.
That's on New Year's Eve at Trucadero's in the third floor boardroom. It's like a special price for the Woo Year's Eve. The Big Woo is back, and they're going to be doing their Woo Year's Eve, New Year's Eve party again.
So this is like a multi-floor, multi-scene event going on in one place?
Some type of extravaganza like that, yeah.
And you will be solo at that point?
We'll be playing with Castino. And then I think Dean McGraw too, but I'm not really sure. Well,
I did see Dean's name there. Yeah. And this is instrument drive. Are they trying to raise money for musical instruments, basically?
Money for musical instruments for kids to keep it alive.
So another one of those wonderful Minneapolis things where you get to go and have a good time for a good reason. Was there a third one, or that's about it for right now?
For the year, if you want to keep up with the schedule, you can just go to thefeeling.com. Check it out there. There's a schedule on that thing. No G.
Thefeeling.com. All right. And record is only the one coming out next year?
No, there's a couple records that are out. There's a digital, like acoustic, one of the first ones, and that's only available like online. And then there's the solo piano one, which is basically like a documentation of the work from 2004 to 2007. And then there's a Feeling Band one, which is a 4-piece, like kind of like story from front to back. And then there's a new one coming out in the spring, so keep the heads up for that.
Well, something to bide our time with and something to look forward to. And as for right now, we're looking forward to some more Nicholas The Feeling. Give me the last name again. Mronzinski. Sir, if you will please, ladies and gentlemen, it's The Feeling.
Be careful with what you got, 'cause you don't know when it'll be gone. You know what you know, 'cause life she teaches and life she loses, but she never loses faith. There's gonna be dark days coupled with sun's rays, makes no difference either way. Broken pieces scattered on yesterday's doorstep. It took something greater now begun to lay roots and bear fruit and look at the world like it's new. Careful with what you got, 'cause you don't know when it'll be gone. You know. What do you know? Keep it coming until they tell me to stop. Give them a little, but not enough. And we'll keep them wanting more as society based in fear. It's easier to control. We'll allow them enough to get by. And we'll keep them entertained. Distract them with money and power. We need fuel for the game. 'Cause we're so far off track, what's the point of going back? Why should we ride off roads? What's that? It's the road, so it's full speed ahead. Give them things to cloud their minds and to keep them at bay. And we'll let injustice roam the streets, and we'll always make them pay. We'll tax them for this, and we'll ticket them for that, and we'll cut their quality for cost. It doesn't matter in the end, as long as because it benefits us. Cause we're so far off track, what's the point of going back? Why should we right our wrongs? What's that? It's never fun. So it's full speed ahead. La da la la da 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 la da 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 la 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 da da la da 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 la da da la da da. Scale of cloud floating over my head. I was walking down by my side with the skies all turning red, and I was drinking in the moonlight. Scale of cloud floating over my head. I was walking down by my side with the skies all turning red, and the 40 days of ingesting alterations wrote on the pure glory of human experience, and as the sun sets again and again, we're gonna dance with the elements. We gonna dance with the earth. One is given, always singing with others in mind. When the sun don't shine, do me a favor and dance in the pain when it rains, for it only brings appreciation. Spiritual aviation, just rolling in creation. Like these, some people turn to Jesus while others put their faith in the Big Bang Boom. Tell me what we're gonna tell our children. What is it we were trying to do? Well, we were getting greedy. We were losing touch on the things that really matter. Tell me what's your definition? Tell me what's your definition of love? Tell me what's your definition? Tell me what's your definition of love? Tell me what's your definition? Tell me what's your definition of love? Tune called What's This? Well, you're outside of the balance. Be careful what you wish for. There's a method to it, undescribed until it happens. I can feel my heartbeat pulsing in the back of my back. I can feel it in my stomach, like I've been down this choice before. Well, I'm crossed with possibilities, ascending and descending, staying true. And what's this that's so familiar? Tell me, what's this, the ways we go? And what's this, two sides of the same coin? And what's this world we think we know? What's happened has been completely different for each and every one of us. In that difference, we're all the same. Yeah, we're trying to put it out there for everyone, for you. We want to be seen by you. We want to be loved by you, for our ideas, for our looks, for our creation, for our gifts, to share these recipes, to share these recipes of life. And what's this that's so familiar? Tell me, what's this, the ways we go? And what's this, two sides of the same coin? And what's this world we think we know? The world we think we know. The world we think we know. Distance told me not to look for you anymore, but I keep catching myself looking back. And this might be the only time around. So ask yourself if this is how you expected it to be. If it isn't, do you think you'd settle for anything less? Or maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, we might learn who's genuine, who's truly speaking from within. How many dreams have you drowned just to get by? I'm through with the whys. I wanna know how to fix this thing, or if there's anything left to face. Or maybe someday, or maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday. don't change the direction we're going. Tell me how are we ever gonna get there? Like dips in the horizon, we're gonna fall, we're gonna rise, and like a winding road, we're gonna come undone. And like a winding road, we're gonna come undone. And maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, to the space between all things seen and heard, tasted and touched. To you and me, to him and her, to this and that, to everything. And let love not only radiate from my heart, but my thoughts and my actions as well. And let love not only radiate from my heart, but my thoughts and my actions as well. And maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday, maybe someday. A lot of these tunes are on a lot of the discs that we got out. If anybody wants to check that out, like what you hear, go to thefeeling.com and check it out, baby. This tune's called John Derek and Green Beans. My good buddy JD, baby. Got a friend who's on the other side, directing me which way to go and making sure that everything's alright. I remember when I saw you coming up them stairs. You were dressed in a damn white, saying, "Brother, I see you there." Used to talk about life, saying August is gonna be a crazy month. Just I never thought that it'd come to this, and it's hard to sing with a pain in my heart. Yeah, I take a lesson from it, keep on going, and I have been from the start of this time of another goal. In the middle of others going, emotion so strong I can't hold on, and result is just in reach. got a friend on the other side, directing me which way to go and making sure that everything's all right. I remember when I saw you coming up them stairs, dressed in a apple white, saying, brother, I'll see you there. And we used to talk about life, saying August is gonna be a crazy month. Just never thought that it'd come to this. That's hard to sing with this pain in my heart. I take a lesson from it, keep on going, and I have been from the start of this time of another goal in the middle of others going. Emotions so strong I can't hold on. All it just in reach. And I remember when I saw you coming up them stairs. You were dressed in a damn white, saying, brother, I'll see you there. And saying, brother, I'll see you there. Oh, brother, 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 I'll see you there. All right, folks. Nicholas The Feeling Mronzinski, so nice to play for you, folks. They got time for like one more tune, something like that. Yeah, we're too close to tight. Could it really be you and me? And could it really be so wonderful? And at times too much. A fixture of emotion. I feel my pot beginning to boil. I can let you know about it in a turn. You're probably gonna give me an earful, so instead I'm gonna pray for your family. Send you love and remain on the path of the peaceful hand. Just let it pass and just let it pass and let it pass and let it pass and let it pass and let it pass. Yeah, we all got a different purpose, a song to sing, creation. Gotta learn to hear the voice so we in turn can wake the change and love to live and live to love and love to live. And love to live and live to love and love to live and love to live. And we're too close to touch. Could it really be you and me? And could it really be so wonderful? And at times to my eyes, fixture of emotion. I feel my pot beginning to boil. Take the time to stop and think that we're all walking miracles, and body and spirit we all are one, and yet there's still beauty in the individual, and because it's you, 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 because it's you. Come on. like dancing on the water. There was sparkling in the cosmos. I'm smiling, imitating this radiance. Laughing with God in and out, as constant as the rain in the water. As constant as the rain in the water wove throughout. And the trees rocked and swayed and rocked and swayed and rocked and swayed, and it was beautiful. The trees rocked and swayed and rocked and swayed. I walked away with a sense of peace, and it was familiar. And the trees rocked and swayed and rocked and swayed, rocked and swayed. Excuse me. Gonna play one more tune for you, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Nicholas The Feeling Mronzinski. So nice to play for you. Yeah, now. I want to live each day with all of my heart. Surrounded in creation. Lead the way, I have open ears. Take me home. I strive to be a vehicle of life. And strive remain to be a messenger of love. Praise the day willing to learn. Take me home. But I can't stand here and watch this place fall down. I'm not gonna let it all fall to the ground. I won't stand here with my head hanging down. I try and stay open. The sense of direction. I'm cloaked in compassion to greet the day. Come undone, living whole. Always dream. It's time now to rise and follow your own path. In the presence of angels. Well, go out of your way for the day. Spread light and enjoy. If we can hear the voice, we can learn to wake the change. If we can hear the voice, we can learn to wake the change. If we can hear the voice, we can learn to wake the change. If we can hear the voice, we can learn to wake the change. If we can hear the voice, we can learn to wake the change. If we can hear the voice, we can learn to wake the change.